Happy Friday, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is a long weekend, Labor Day weekend in Canada and the U.S. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Really, traditionally, this to me is the end of summer, even though the actual end of summer is September 21st or October, whenever the heck it is. I don't know. Start of fall. Today, I want to kind of give a few pats in the back and a bit of a rant. This is all kind of because of the Beatles anthology thing and thinking, why don't bands give the fans what they want? And what bands do, what bands don't? I think the Beatles are really guilty of not giving. It's just a money grab. They know Beatle fans will buy anything. And what do Beatles fans want? Well, I hear a lot of Beatle fans saying they would love the original Let It Be movie in Blu-ray. Nothing wrong with that. It could be done very simply. They want some live shows. The Shea Stadium, that whole concert was filmed. The opening acts and everything. It was an ABC special. I think it was ABC back in the 60s or 70s, whenever they showed it. It's fantastic. I've seen it, and it's great. They show the Beatles coming in a helicopter into Shea Stadium backstage. They show opening acts like Sound Incorporated and whoever else opened, and Ed Sullivan introducing the band and the band coming out, and the sound. To me, I mean, I only saw it on probably a VHS tape or something, but it sounded good. I'm sure they could enhance it with the buttons they can push today. Budokan. Anybody ever seen the Budokan shows? There's I think two shows. The one when the microphone's spinning around when they're trying to sing, and they have to keep taking their guitar off there and put the microphone back. Great sound quality on those shows. The whole Washington show in 1964. I mean, sure, there's a ton of them. Why don't they give the fans that? Everybody's clamoring for a box set of Rubber Soul. Give it to us. What are you doing? The anthology thing is just, I'm not beating a dead horse. So let's go one who does it wrong and one who does it right. Jethro Tull. It's perfect. Everything's uniform. That's the other thing about all the Beatles sets. None of them are uniform. A lot of bands are guilty of that, including my favorite band, which I'll get to. Jethro Tull, these sets are amazing. They have so much extras and stuff. It's just perfect. Like, I don't know if there's a Jethro Tull fan in the world who complains about these sets. The only thing they complain about is the way the discs are housed. They're hard to get out of these stupid plastic things, which are molded to the case, and there's always a fear of breaking them, and that's the only bad part of the design of those Jethro Tull things. But musically, they're giving us everything. It's fantastic. Okay, let's go to Genesis, another band. For some reason, they just tease their fans with stuff. Now, I really like this set because I am not a Genesis, well, I've turned into a big-time Genesis fan, but I am not an old-time Genesis fan that has all the bootlegs and has everything. Like, they release this set, which I absolutely love, the BBC set, but there's a lot of complaints about this. Not complete shows. Why not give everybody? Why not do the complete show? Why is Tony Banks picking and choosing what songs out of a show? Like, just do the whole Lyceum show. Do the whole, you know what I mean? And then they got the upcoming release for the 50th anniversary of Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Coming out September 12th or the 26th? 26th, I think. So it includes an album remastered from the original master tapes at Abbey Road Studios, half-speed master, probably going to sound great. But it includes a live show of The Lamb Lies Down in Broadway from California, I think from Hollywood Bowl or Palladium or something. But it first appeared on this set, this live show, minus the encores, and also heavily edited in the studios. They went back. Peter Gabriel redid his vocals. Steve Hackett did some of his guitar. I understand that the song "It" was actually totally redone in the studio and edited in as a live track. And so, from what I'm hearing, the new release, which in Canada is, for the vinyl, is $225 and $170 or something for the CDs. They're releasing this show the way Peter Gabriel edited it. Why not go back to the master tape of the whole show and just give it the raw show? Just like Genesis fans go nuts over this stuff. You ever go on the Hoffman forums, and I actually went on and said, man, you guys would complain if you got hung with a new rope. Who does it right? David Bowie, these sets. This is number 5. They're fantastic. They give you BBC stuff and live stuff and all the albums all redone, and everything is just so it's just like gold. It really is. The way they're done, they give you archive stuff. They give you the albums that were pertaining to the period in which the box sets are. So the new set coming out in September is the last one. It contains a live show we've never heard before, all kinds of extras and everything. Just fantastic. Bowie's estate, incredible. Do an incredible job. Grateful Dead. Overall, just amazing. But the Grateful Dead, in fairness, you can't compare this to the Beatles because there's just so much. They recorded just about every show they ever did. I think there's somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 shows recorded. I don't know how many have been released. I'm sure there's deadheads out there that know. But so, for the most part, they just really do a good job for the fans. The latest one was The Music Never Stopped. It's the 60th anniversary, so they put out a 60 CD box set with shows from all the iconic venues that the Dead played in. The problem is they chose a lot of shows that Deadheads are clamoring for to be released individually that are being released in the set. So if you don't have $600 US or $1,000 Canadian, you're never going to be able to get those shows. So in some ways, it's like, that's not really fair. I don't get it. And one of the shows they put on a cassette because, the whole taping thing with the Deadheads going to the shows and trading tapes and everything. They decided to put an iconic show on a cassette. Come on, who's got it? What do you got? 3 of us out there got cassette players? Oh, Zappa does it. Fantastic job. But in fairness, again, to everyone, Zappa lived in a studio. Like, that's all he did was just play music and create noise and create whatever he wanted to create. And they have a vault of just incredible stuff to come out. So when people say to me, oh, you're putting down the Beatles, but you don't mind buying a 30 CD box of Zappa. First of all, Zappa's never put out a 30 CD box. So, but when they release stuff, like they just released the anniversary set of Overnight Sensation, it's not only got the album remastered and also some demos and stuff from that, but 2 live shows, which are just incredible. Like, these sets are just, for the fan, they're so valuable. They just are. Whether you're a Zappa fan or not, they're so valuable. Dylan, these deluxe editions are just on par with the Tull, really. I mean, the 2 are, just fabulous. And one of my viewers commented on my Beatle video that he really likes the anthology thing because he enjoys seeing the creative process. I get that. You want the creative process. This gives you every, I think, version of Like a Rolling Stone. All the songs are all kind of just broken down, and he did the same with Blood on the Tracks. Zappa did the same with Hot Rats. There's like a 60 CD set from the first note of a piano that was ever played, every instrument, everything, the whole journey of making that album is all available in a box set. That's fantastic stuff for the fans. And again, just my whole premise here is just to say, give the freaking fans what they want. Why are you screwing around? It's getting too late, man. You're all in your 80s. We're all getting older. Like this stuff, like the next generation doesn't give a crap about this stuff for the most part. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And come on, I ain't getting any younger, and neither are you, Paul or Ringo or who was ever responsible for this, Tony Banks, and you know what I mean? Just give me your thoughts on this stuff. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll talk soon.